Yo, 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 what's going on, people? This your boy Double R, man. Shouts out to the real BRC, the real battle rap community. What's up, people? How y'all feeling, man? I'm feeling good, man. I slept good last night. Everything's all good. But this is the time, people. This is the time where we find out just how real the real BRC really is. You feel me? We took a loss last night. We took a massive loss last night. You feel me? What we got to understand is this. It comes a point in our lives where we have to take ownership for what we didn't do or we could have did better. You feel me? Like sometimes I personally feel like a lot of people, instead of taking ownership of what they didn't do, they always point the finger. They tend to point the finger at what other people didn't do right. And I'm going to be honest with y'all as well, man. When I came into the real BRC, or when the real BRC chose me, because that's what people tend to forget. You feel me? I made a video defending Cassidy. See, one thing people can't never, you could say a lot of things about me. You could call me this, you can call me that. One thing you can't call me is disloyal. Another thing you can't call me is fake. Another thing you can't call me is a yes man. You feel me? And like I said, sometimes in life, we have to take ownership. As long as we continue to go around acting like what we just witnessed last night wasn't what it is. Now, if you feel like Cassidy won that battle, for one, you got to prove it. And for two, you have to stand on it. But if you really feel like he lost and you out here acting like he won, that's fake. You feel me? I'm standing on what I'm saying. And I ain't really got to prove what I'm saying because it proved itself yesterday. Y'all don't realize, for a little over a month, I heard Double R, he dead. Double R, he's dead. So I'm thinking in my mind, okay, I might give vintage. We gonna give vintage Cassidy. That's what everybody in the crowd thought. That's what everybody thought. Did we get vintage Cassidy? I don't know. Like maybe y'all seen something I didn't see. You know what? It's a lot of people that's out here, man. Like I ain't gonna put niggas on blast because they ain't what I do. If they don't decide to come out and say how they really feel themselves, then shame on them. But I seen a lot of people are leaving out of the building. People aren't feeling this, man. You gotta realize in this battle, they gave Cassidy every opportunity to show what he was truly about. Philly was very lenient. Anywhere else, Cassidy would have got booed from the first round all the way to the third round. This is facts. Did Arsenal do? Arsenal was just regular Arsenal. But see, this is what people don't realize. In that Goods battle, Goods was trash. Goods had stolen material. Goods really lost because Goods practically didn't show up. He showed up, but he didn't show up with anything but stolen fucking material. So all you people out there saying, oh, yeah, but Goods lost to Arsenal. Cassidy lost to Arsenal and he lost to Goods. No, Cassidy beat Goods. He beat Goods. In that battle, Cassidy, and I know it's going to be a lot of people that say, well, how is it different from Arsenal? Arsenal actually showed up, and Arsenal showed out. You got to realize, at the beginning of the battle, and a large portion of the battle, Arsenal got booed. He got booed. And they was cheering for Cassidy. They even booed Trbrc for mentioning Cassidy. People were waiting for Cassidy to show why we fell in love with him. I was waiting for Cassidy to show why I looked up to him back then. My wife was sitting beside me waiting for Cassidy to show up and show all of this stuff he said he was going to do. See, you don't want to get in a position where you turn into an Adrian Broner, where you talk so much shit and you get into the fight and can't back it up. People got to realize, like, y'all can get out here and anybody that want to challenge me, anybody that got anything to say, trust me, this is not what you want. This is not what you want. Trust me. Because just like Cassidy say, when you face to face with a real one, when you face to face with somebody that is comfortable in their realness, tell you what you want, man. Cassidy lost yesterday, man. He lost. You know? And the quicker we start to realize that, the better off the real BRC will be as a whole. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. This is just one loss. 5,002 and 1. This is just one loss. Lux got multiple losses. Mook got multiple losses. Arsenal got a rack of losses. Trbrc got a rack of losses. So anybody that's out here clowning Cassidy, shame on you. Because this is one loss to a person that, you feel me? This is just one loss to a person that really didn't do this for real like that in this era. To be honest with you, didn't really battle for real in like in this smack era. You know, he did freestyles and stuff like that, but not like real battles with opposition. You feel me? People are gonna try to dress it up and shit like that. Truth of the matter is, you can't win for lose with motherfuckers out here. You feel me? You got Piper Boy coming in here laughing, talking about, oh, you switched up. I never switched up, boy. I would never be like you, boy. At the end of the day, they call you flip-flop. They don't call me flip-flop. You feel me? And I know it's going to probably be some people to say, well, you flip-flopping now. Well, you flip-flopping now. At the end of the day, if you seen what I seen last night and you don't feel the way that I feel, then maybe you should question yourself. And which leads me to my next thing. What is the real BRC? Are we a group of people that want to see battle rap go down the right track? Or are we a group of people that only support Cassidy? Real talk. You know how long people told me I was a Cassidy stan? I was a Cassidy fan. But when you really look back at it, he beat his ass to 3-0. When you really look back at it, he beat Goods 3-0. But not this time. Not this time. People ask me, Double R, if Cassidy was to lose, would you say he lost? I said it yesterday, and I'm saying it today. He lost. This is how funny motherfuckers is. Because when you say Cassidy win, even when they think he lost, then you a stan, you a fanboy. But the minute you say Cassidy lost, even when they say he lost, you a traitor. Nah, I'm real. I got heart. I got balls. Anybody that's out here trying to make excuses for what happened yesterday when in regards to the GOAT, well, when in regards to Cassidy, because you have to prove that. Maybe you have to question yourself. You have to question yourself. You feel me? I hear people out here making videos and stuff like that, talking about, well, they booed everybody. Everybody got booed. Everybody, no fucking excuse. Everybody always get booed. I'm not singling out Cassidy. If you go check it out, I broke down every battle yesterday. The real question is, and the question that I'm going to ask to my real BRC brethren is, you guys were at the event. If I was at the event, people would have got coverage all through the event. Y'all should have been taking videos of the line. Y'all should have been taking videos. See, this is where you really find out. And not to blast nobody, not to throw nobody under the bus. This is where you really find out who's really about real battle rap or who's just really about Cassidy. At the end of the day, we must keep it real with the people we love. I'm going to repeat that. At the end of the day, we must keep it real with the people we so-called care about. And if we don't, and this is a problem, this is why these battle rappers is fucking up yesterday. This is the reason why Cassidy didn't do well last night. Because you got a bunch of yes men. You got a bunch of people telling these motherfuckers that they doing good when they did not do good. I spent $55 yesterday. I was promised that somebody was going to get bodied yesterday. That it was going to look bad yesterday. But it actually looked bad for the person that said the other person was going to look bad. Like, let's keep it real for once, people. Let's keep it real, man. And if we can't, then how are we the real BRC? I know what people going to say. People going to say, well, you got to break the bars down. You got to get to the bars. You got to get to the... What I seen yesterday, it wasn't even, to be honest with you, it wasn't even better than the Goods versus Cassidy. I was looking for a step up. We stepping back. And anybody, by all means, even my own people, anybody that want to test me on this, come on with it. Come on with it. It ain't nothing to test. It's nothing to test. I promise you, you're going to look like a fool. What I'm saying is this. It's the real BRC all day. And even if people that is in the family of the real BRC that feel like I'm not a part of the real BRC, it is what it is. I'm going to always be real BRC because I'm going to always be real. You feel me? I'm going to always be real. Barry and Adrian Reese. Bars. R's. But you can't spell real without the R, baby. You can't spell real without the R. Real talk. If y'all seen me, and it was crazy because I'm like, my people are actually at the event. I'm not even at the event, and I'm recapping every battle. Giving people the news, breaking it down on every battle. People could say, well, everybody got booed. Okay, I broke down every battle. Where's your breakdown yesterday? There's people that's just doing videos today about it. You feel me? People want the update quick. People want the, and this is how you know who's on a job. This is why I told y'all, a lot of people can say something, but you always gotta look at their actions behind their words. If their actions do not match their words, then it ain't right. I don't listen to words. You have to put the actions behind it. I was told that Arsenal was dead. I was told that he was dead. Did it look like Arsenal died last night? Did it look like he died last night? Let's keep it a buck. And this is no shot to Cassidy, man. This is no shot to him. People gonna try to flip it. People gonna try to hide behind their computers. You feel me? People gonna try to flip it like it's, oh, I'm taking shots, or I'm doing this. If you seen what I seen last night, and you paid your money last night, and you actually feel different than how I feel, then you might need to question yourself. You might need to question yourself. Because you might be the fake one. Anybody know me? No. From day one. You could go back and check my track record. See, one thing y'all don't realize is that proof don't lie and the truth don't lie. You can have truth, but in order to have truth, you got to have proof, baby. I learned that one from Cassidy. And you can go back and check the proof. Ain't nobody, with probably the exception of YMF, ain't nobody go more harder for Cassidy than me. Nobody. I was still going hard for Cassidy yesterday. Even when my brothers was out there in Philly and didn't cover it. Let's keep it a buck. And it lead me to ask myself, what are we covering battle rap, or why are we exclusively covering Cassidy? See, this is what people don't understand. In order to be able to support and help somebody else, you gotta help yourself. What I tell y'all, stand for something or fall for anything. I'm standing for the real. I'm standing for the people that want to hear, that's here for real battle rap. Even Cassidy said himself. He said himself that battle rap is just not about performance. It has little to do with it. And battle rap is just not about rapping. And now, this time, we can't even talk about it because the way Cassidy rapped, that was way off from what I heard from Goods. That was way off from what I heard from Disaster. I won't even go as far as to say that, but there's some people out here saying that you're digressing, not progressing. Some people are saying the Disaster battle was the best battle. To me, it was Goods' battle. But I told y'all before this battle, I told y'all that if Cassidy come in there just rapping, and he came in there just rapping, but the raps was not great. It's a whole different thing. People say, man, you said that Cassidy told you his raps and woo, 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 woo. But I also told you, see, that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to tell the whole thing. They just want to tell the portion to try to make you look bad, but they don't want to tell the whole thing. I told you it's a whole different thing. Danny Myers heard Cassidy bars, and he told you it's a whole different animal when you on that stage and it's live. He told you there's a whole different animal when you don't even know what your opponent is about to come with. It's a whole different animal when you take in the crowd and you take in the environment that you in. Cassidy called himself the GOAT. We call Cassidy the GOAT. Yesterday was the day that I told you, now it's time to find out. It's time for you to show us why we call you the GOAT. He did not show us that yesterday. And again, if anybody feel differently, then maybe you need to go back and look at that battle. But it's a lot of people out here that feel the same way I do. They just ain't got the heart like I got. Nobody, with probably the exception of YMF, has went more harder for Cassidy than me. Nobody. Even Cassidy knows that deep down inside. They can try to say, well, you a traitor, you did this, you did that. At the end of the day, I was right here representing Cassidy when a lot of you niggas wasn't even fucking around. A lot of you niggas jumped aboard because of me. A lot of niggas got put on because of me. And some dudes, they respected me for that, and they still respect me for that, and we still talk every day. And a lot of dudes jumped ship. And they hopped on other people's nuts. And then those other people's nuts that they hopped on, they hopped off to hop on other people's nuts. Let's talk about it. You feel me? Like, you lose, man. Like, this shit is not even judge battles. This shit is just opinionated. It's not even judged. Smack ain't even got no judges. Like, let's not take shit serious and be out this motherfucker acting like, oh, like you did this and you did that. Yeah, I also paid my $55 to see Cassidy do exactly what he said he was going to do. This is how everybody else feels. This is not how I feel. This is how the majority feels. This time is not the time where we can say Cassidy won. This is the time where he lost. And Cassidy has to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. I said that. When I did the do's and the don'ts, I said, this is what Cassidy and Arsenal have to do to win. And if they do these things, they will lose. Cassidy had every opportunity to win this battle. He was in a very unbiased crowd, in his home crowd. Ask yourself this question, people. How do you be home? How do you be at a crowd, in your home crowd, where they wanted you to win and still lose? To me, that confirms everything. Regardless of whoever say this and whoever come up with a clever excuse about that and whoever talk about this, you were at home. And at home, I never seen a home crowd as lenient as Philly was. And still, you lost. All I'm saying is, let's get back to the drawing board. As the real BRC, let's get back to the drawing board. Even talking to my brothers, let's get on our job. Let's get out here and start telling the truth. Let's get out here and start pushing other battlers. Let's get out here and start pushing other battle rap. And not push it in a way where we're glorifying the other battlers because they didn't do well neither. Only person that did good, what I do is, the real BRC is about cleaning up this mess. It's about exposing the niggas that's out here not on their fucking job. How is Cassidy any different from those niggas? Cassidy may not be a battle nigga, but once he step into this realm, he's a battle nigga. Outside of this, he's Cassidy. But inside of this, he's a battle nigga. Cassidy started this when he came into battle rap. You came to play their game. And I'm all for that. I tell people, in order to win in certain people's world, you have to be willing to play their game, and you have to be willing to play their game better than them. Cassidy came into this world, in the Smacks world, in this URL world. And even if he said, and even if I felt, he created it. He created that lane for it to happen. You sure did a poor job of proving that. No more excuses about, oh, I just rap better than everybody else. We all know that. But you need to rap, and you need to do what the rest of these motherfuckers is doing, and do it at a high level. You already coming in. Ain't no say, well, I'm not about to play their game. I'm not about to do this, and I'm not about to do that. At the end of the day, if you say you the best at something, you supposed to be better at everything. It don't even matter what it is. Even at their game. People come in here and say, well, he's trying to do this. He's trying to do it his way. No, the moment Cassidy stepped in the URL, he's playing Smack's game. And when you're playing Smack game, Smack set the environment of this bubblegum ass rap. Smack set the environment of this performance. And while you're in Smack's environment, you have to do what these niggas do and do it better than them on top of pushing your message. In my life, I stand by the motto of a world within a world. I'm making a world within a world. But while I'm doing that, I have to play by this world's rules, but also do things my way. It's not impossible, people. It's not impossible. You feel me? And people who are like, well, you switching up on your statements. You switching up. Life has changed. What comes with life comes with change. Comes change. Cassidy is a consummate pro. Cassidy know what he have to do. This is not nobody I'm giving a pep talk to. Do not mistake this for a pep talk. This is more like, Cassidy, you know what you have to do. Now do it. I just so happen to have the balls to be the only one at least right now, to have the balls to say it. You know what you have to do. Now do it. All those other things and all those other excuses goes out the window. This is the real BRC, people. And if it ain't, then what is it? And this is why I was sitting back yesterday, like, damn, is this the real BRC? Or was people actually right? Is this just a bunch of dudes that only is here, you feel me, to ride Cassidy? Not taking shots at nobody. I'm just telling us to get on our job, man. You can feel how you want to feel about me. You can make 100 diss videos. You can do all this and all that. People making diss videos about me for defending Cassidy. People still making diss videos about me for defending my brothers. Piper Boy and them coming in here laughing. Like, oh, see, I told you. Oh, this dude's switching up. This dude is woo, 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 woo. But how many times have he switched up? This is a nigga that got a nickname, Flip Flop Williams. How many times have he switched up? How many times did he say, Cassidy beat Goods beat Cassidy, and then Cassidy beat Goods? You never heard me say that. I said Cassidy beat Goods, and I stood on it. I said Cassidy beat Disaster, and I stood on it. And now I'm saying Arsenal beat Cassidy, and I'm gonna stand on it. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. If you don't like it, tough tits. But I was told that this man was going to die. And I spent money just like everybody else did. And let's keep it a buck. Let's talk about the event. Smack did a whole lot better. He didn't take as long as he usually took. But they had sound issues. But that's still no excuse. Because if you want to be honest, Geechee Gotti was the only one that did good yesterday. Geechee Gotti proved why he was the champion of the year. Geechee Gotti was the only person that did good yesterday. Only person. People gonna say, well, if you got Geechee Gotti doing good and Arsenal didn't do good, then how did he beat Cassidy? I'm not gonna play these psychological games with y'all. You go look at the battle and see how he beat Cassidy. Or rather how Cassidy beat himself. This is not me giving a pep talk. This is me telling Cassidy, you know what you have to do. Now do it. You know what you have to do. Now do it. Or with all due respect, step away from the sport. You know what you have to do. Cassidy know what he got to do. The real BRC brothers know what Cassidy have to do. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast. But I seen people talking. I'm gonna leave it right there. I seen people talking. And people feel the same way that I do. Never doubt for 1 second how real Double R is. And don't nobody know that better than Cassidy. Don't nobody know that better than my real BRC brothers. I heard a lot of shit yesterday. I seen a lot of shit yesterday. I'm seeing a lot of shit today. You know, but I ain't gonna expose nobody, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast. You know, I wanna sit back and see if they gonna be man enough to say it themselves like I'm doing right now. And if they don't, then so be it. They'll just show me who they truly are and where they truly stand. At the end of the day, I know what the BRC is trying to do. I know what they're trying to do. I know they're trying to stir the narrative and make it seem like Cassidy did so worse. But they can't never stir the narrative because the facts are the facts. This is one loss for Cassidy. Even if he lost, all I'm telling Cassidy to do is accept it. Accept it, let's move on. You said it yourself, all of the other battle rappers lost a rack of times. They lost a rack of times. So they ain't got nothing to say to you. Arsenal could be out here bragging. Arsenal could do this. Arsenal could do that. But Arsenal still have way more losses than you ever had. This is one loss. Arsenal lost 1,000,000 times, and I'm exaggerating right now. Trbrc lost 1,000,000 times. So for these niggas to get out and clown, they gonna try to get out and clown because they gonna be like all the shit you was talking. And that's what I'm addressing right now. Arsenal didn't do that great. And Cassidy did not live up to the hype. He did not live up to what he said he was going to do. He did not live up to what he personally told me. And it's going to come off harsh because it's me. It's going to come off like I'm being, like it's betrayal because it's me. And because I'm that real. I'm just going to sit back and see who else have the heart to say it. You feel me? And if you feel like Cassidy won, then good luck with trying to prove that. Then I hope you at peace with that. But I know what I seen last night. And it is not what I was promised. People know what they seen last night, and it was not what they was promised. They was promised a true death. They was promised that this time it wasn't going to even be clear. It wasn't going to even be a debate. It was going to be crystal clear. Nobody was going to be able to debate it. Now, I must be tripping, but it was far from that yesterday. It was far from that. I could go back to it. This is going to be crystal clear. Everybody going to be able to tell he lost. Now, either I'm tripping, you feel me? This is exactly the words that were said. Now, a lot of people can get out here and say, well, you ain't checked the bar breakdowns. You ain't checked, screw that. Even if we go into that, that shit wasn't, you feel me? People got to realize, man, it's a way that you do it. It's a way that you deliver it. This is a stage. This is not back in the day where it was just rapping, just like straight rapping. It's a way you have to rap faster. You have to be able to flow faster. You have to be able to you got to be able to perform your bars now. You got to be able to put it in a way. You got to be able to mix it. You got to be able to stop on a dime. This is why I tell y'all, Cassidy needs to put Jag in there. But now, like I told y'all, I can't tell you who Jag is about to battle. But Jag about to be in there. And y'all going to see exactly the difference. Y'all going to see exactly the difference, man. Y'all going to see, and Cassidy going to see. He going to witness firsthand the difference. This is, by all means, no disrespect. This is just me being real. People don't like when you keep it real. I told you I lost a lot of friends for keeping it real. And I also gained a lot for keeping it real. But see, that just showed me who really was with me the whole time and who really wasn't. People was just around me because I was telling them how good they was doing. But the moment you tell people their flaws and tell them that they didn't do good when they really didn't do good, now people want to act like you was fake. You want to act like you was disloyal. You can't do that with me. You can't do that with me. You can look back at my videos. Nothing but videos, nothing but great things to say about Cassidy. Nothing but the utmost respect. Like I told y'all, the real BRC chose me. I didn't choose it. So at the end of the day, it's real BRC all day. But if people want to say, well, I don't mess with him, I don't do this, I don't do that, well, it just showed me the type of person you really is and the type of person you always was. But if you still rock with me, I still rock with you. And it just let me know, like, okay, this is the time right here, people. You know, that this time was going to come sooner than later. I told people, if Cassidy wasn't, if he wasn't willing to adapt and adjust and adapt, this was inevitable. This moment was inevitable right now. It just was a matter. It might not have been Arsenal, might have been Mook, might have been Lux, might have been Verb. You know? Heck, might have been Surf. You feel me? If he could have got through a third round. But y'all not about to sit up here and tell me that I didn't see what the fuck I just saw. Now, you might have seen something differently, and that's on you. You're going to have to explain that. And trust me, I will be watching. I know you're going to have the clowns out here, DME, 3 Letterman. They going to do this and do that. But one thing you're not going to have Double R doing is getting out here continuously bashing Cassidy. I said what I said, and I stand on what I said. And whoever don't like it, they can challenge me on it. I'm open to it. They can make this videos, if you disrespectful, I'm not gonna even respond because it just showed me where you at. There's no need to even respond because that's going to take me down a lane where it don't even really matter what I say because my people gonna feel how they feel about me, and the people that feel some type of way about me gonna feel how they feel. So there's no need to even respond to real true haters that's showing their true colors. Just know that if they get out here and they hate like that, they showing their true colors. They showing who they always was. All that double R, man, you the realest. I fuck with you. You was just telling me that because you didn't fuck with me. You fuck with Cassidy. You just telling me that because you never fuck with me. You just was fucking with me because you fuck with Cassidy. And I was bigging Cassidy up. Like, niggas need to cut it out. But it's your boy Double R, man. Shouts out to the real BRC. And I'll holler.